Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coast shit. Cause if they make the wrong move it coast. See me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my devotion. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket. Can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 with a booth going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand. Got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the soap. It ain't rap, this is soap. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coast shit. Cause if they make the wrong move it coast shit. Coming up on my
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fuck up, and it's back to the streets. It's one West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on his beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on his beat till my fucking head numb. Black block, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. Going a lot of talking, now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns.
Salt of the earth, then our taste gon' stale. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Rap is just a free throw. I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic. Taking her home.
I was 24, trying to see 25. I was
burned outside, turn Babylon into Rumble. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak.
looked around, all I saw was death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, I put life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Looked around, all us death is death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, nigga, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Nah, I said it best, you know we just surviving the times, and it's survival of the fit. Strong survive. That's why each and every day I pray to the Most High, cause most of my people ain't make it to see 25. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. Less it's 25 to life and I'm stuck in a cell. 23 hours to slot, yo my nigga, that's hell. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. We the salt of the earth, our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. It's time to come together, that's the only way to excel. May the Lord's anger rain down fury like hellfire and brimstone. Revert these devils to Flintstones. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, turn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. burn down Sodom, turn Babylon rubble with the angel and the Lion of Judah, king of the jungle. Ephraim is the flame, turn the Esau into stubble. This the patience of the saints, so always remain humble. He who endures to the end will see this place crumble. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny, been at war for centuries. Victims of lost identity, but now we got the recipe. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny, been at war for centuries. Victims of lost identity, but now we got the rest. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. I said the Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die, the day that we die. I rep the Most High until the day that I die. We still
I put
here.
the bars together with anger and vengeance, praying that the breath of my enemies get extinguished. Niggas rhyme nursery like I'm here in Disney. How can I spit soft when crackers they wanna end me? Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids a father. That's why you see me rolling around with that revolver, 6-shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars. They want the style neck. 6-shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars. They want the style. 6-shooter on me, like the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars. They want the style neck, but they can't duplicate y'all where they recuperate. Came a long way from moving perks about the Super 8. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail, looking like a Hebrew. But I don't beef over the web, just step to me when I see you. Nose triangle on that 50 cal Eagle. Not even a main event, it's just a preview. Right before the movie, big budgets and Uzi. Big butted bitches, low 30 or 2 Nigga so groovy, come and check the stilo. I leave, they talking again, it's like I'm Debo. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, taking my home. So it won't fall in the hands of fuck niggas. Me, I play the cards I'm dealt, but Trump niggas ball on these haters, they swear I could dunk. Nigga, want, nigga, choppers fit nice in the trunk, nigga. A problem over here, you can see me out front, nigga. Jump, nigga, mean if you froggy, I front, nigga. Front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front. 6-shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West.
We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die. The day that we die. I'll let the Most High until the day that I die. We speak the truth until here, die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Day that we die. Day that we die.
We're about to bombard the whole operation. All right, do me a favor, flip and sit right there. You move over. Yeah, right here. Because I'm gonna keep doing this, and I don't want to do that. Am I good? Am I good to go? Flip the whole computer. You feel me? Take it. we can move over there. All right, whatever. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua Barakatam to all the brothers. Oh, I'm sorry. Clap it up. I missed it out. All right, Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua Barakatam to all the brothers. Yahweh Shem Alatham by Shem Yahshua to all the sisters. We're the Isupk. Started on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All right, we'll be teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. And what's the title of today's class?
Drug use in Babylon.
Right, drug abuse in Babylon. Oh, drug use. Oh, it's supposed to be drug abuse. Drug abuse in Babylon. Right, because this is here in the Babylon the Great is where we have drug abuse is all over the earth. But here, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are tormented by drug abuse because we're trying to get away from our oppression. You dig what I'm saying? We always said, like, what do you do? What happens when you give an oppressed people drugs? They're gonna abuse them. They're gonna use them because they don't want to be oppressed. You dig what I'm saying? So they throw oppression on top of us, right? Oppression after oppression after oppression, slavery. Well, when I say slavery, what slavery, your job, problems with your kids, right? They feed us all the bad food, they feed us all the bad entertainment, they feed everything that's bad to us mentally, right? And then we put stuff in our body that makes us feel good physically, right? And then it messes our whole mental and physical up. That's what happens. Because we don't want to be oppressed anymore, we do drugs. And it's been like that since they started bringing drugs over here to this country for recreational use. Let me say that because today we're going to understand about what happened with heroin and cocaine back in the early 1900s when they were using that as medicines. They still using it as medicines today, or for some things to numb like your ears, your nose, your mouth. You know what I mean? When things happen and they need to numb it so they can go in there and do surgery or whatever. They use a form of cocaine. They use a form of heroin as a pain reliever. They also use fentanyl as a pain reliever, right? But we know that that using these things recreationally, right, it leads to drug addiction and drug abuse, right? It's just like with anything, like with alcohol. You know what I mean? You drink alcohol, that's cool. All right, have a drink. All right, feel good. You know what I mean? But now drink alcohol every day, all day long. What happens? You can't function. You become an alcoholic. You start to miss out on your duties. You start to miss out on the things that you need to do, like being a mother, being a wife, right? Being a husband, being a brother, serving the Lord. You start missing out on things like that because all you want to do is drink. The alcohol has control of your mind. So being a drug user, the drugs have control of your mind. Yes.
You can't roll the king.
You can't. Find that. It's a guy named Leor Cohen. Leor Cohen. He was on the Breakfast Club, and he said that he's like a big record executive, and he said they were asking why does he push drugs? Why does he push artists that push drugs to the community? And he was like, because I got a family to feed, right? Because people are out here doing drugs. So when they say, oh yeah, perk 30, I just popped the perk 30, somebody's out there popping perk 30s like, yeah, I like that song. Real talk. When they're talking about blowing the big bag and weed and all this, that somebody's doing that and they like it. When they talking about sipping syrup, somebody's doing that and they like it. No, I think it's like LEOR, something like that. Yeah, COHEN.
Oh, American Music.
American Music Executive. Yeah. But put the Breakfast Club interview or something like that. Or why he promotes drug use in music, something like that.
Sorry, I got it right here.
Oh.
Why you? Hey.
Go ahead, play that for me. Yeah, it's Breakfast Club.
The whole interview?
No, not the whole interview.
Yeah, that was that for why you.
Yeah, Leroy Cohen explained why he promotes drug culture and rap music.
Oh, you really with that bad?
How long is it?
It's a minute and
Will we be able to hear it, Caviar?
Oh, we.
Like us in here in the class. We should because we were just playing music. We heard the music, right?
Right.
So we should be able to play it.
Leroy Cohen.
This is why it's pushed to us, right? One, we're oppressed, and two, they're just trying to make money. That's all they're trying to make money, and sex, drugs, rock and roll, that sells. That sells. When I say rock and roll, I also mean rap music. That's why these guys, these rappers now, they jump off the stage all into the crowd and crowd surf like the white boys in the 80s. White boys in the 90s. Now rappers are doing that because they're rock stars. They want to be rock stars. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It sells. Yeah, go ahead.
Really rough, particularly on women. But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic. I don't know what's this opioid thing, man. Is
But being a
so-
crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a
What?
crackhead wasn't cool. Now it seems like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and
it's the
and
most
doing
dangerous.
pills.
It's the
Perks
most
and Molly's
dangerous
and-
thing that's facing our society.
Are you
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying the
it's
opioid problem's a problem.
opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed.
Oh,
I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. I don't even know him. So you bring him his name up.
And why sign an artist that promotes it? He said, well, I got a family to feed. You know what I'm talking about? So he's promoting drugs to your children, right? He's promoting drugs to he's signing artists that promotes drug usage and the selling of drugs to your children because he has to feed his family. He has to feed his children. That's a devil if I ain't never seen one.
right.
A deceiver if I ain't never seen one. It's just like Jeezy. What Jeezy say? Jeezy said trap or die, but told his son to go to college. He's telling your kids that they gotta trap, sell drugs, or they're going or die. But then he tells his son to go to college. Right?
Right.
Give me that first article I sent you, bro.
The fentanyl overdose.
Yes. Because right now there's a big what would you call it? There's a big epidemic right now of fentanyl overdoses. Fentanyl is in everything. Fentanyl is in the heroin. Fentanyl is in the Percocets. Fentanyl is in the Oxycontin. Fentanyl is in every single thing. And they're giving it to the public. They're giving it to the public. Now it's up to us to take the drugs or not take the drug. Caviar.
Oh.
She's talking about the lick. This, bro. It's crazy. You want some?
No.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love boy Caviar fool. whenever you ready, bro, you can start it, bro. Caviar crazy, bro.
In 2003, fentanyl overdoses.
No, not 3. Not 3. No, it doesn't say 2023.
Oh, it's like it. In 2023, fentanyl overdoses ravaged the U.S. and fueled a new culture war fight.
It ravaged the U.S. Fentanyl overdoses ravaged the U.S. They haven't seen an epidemic like this. You dig what I'm saying? Be careful. Be careful. Go ahead.
When the history of fentanyl crisis is written, 2023 may be remembered as the year Americans woke up to an unprecedented threat sourcing communities and a deepening culture divide over what to do about it.
Right. Go ahead.
For the first time in U.S. history, fatal overdoses peaked above 112,000 deaths, with young people and people of color among the hardest hit.
It says young people and people of color. Your children and your brothers and your sisters. Your children and your brothers and your sisters are the hardest hit with these drug overdoses. Right? Go ahead.
The drug policy experts and people living with addiction say the magnitude of this calamity now eclipses every previous drug epidemic from the 1980s to the prescription opioid crisis of the 2000s.
Nah, you got to go back to epidemic.
Epidemic, sir?
Yeah, it says previous drug epidemic. It eclipses every previous drug epidemic, right? And it says from crack cocaine in the 1980s to the prescription opioid crisis.
It's like it, sir. It says the magnitude of this calamity now eclipses every previous drug epidemic from the 1980s to the prescription opioid crisis.
For real? Look.
That's what it says right here, sir.
You see mine?
Yeah, this one's different.
It's different.
It's different.
That's crazy because I sent it to you.
This
is the same exact one I sent to you.
Exact one. It's just different here,
sir. Okay. All right. Let's keep going then. Well, they said this epidemic eclipses the crack epidemic. It eclipses the opioid epidemic. You know what I mean? It eclipses all previous drug epidemics. What you hear about in the 60s and 70s with heroin, in the 80s with crack, it eclipses that. This right here is something that's really ravishing the earth. Go ahead.
We had an entire community swept away, said Lewis Vincent, a harm reduction activist in North Carolina, who says he still sometimes uses street opioids, including fentanyl.
Right. They still using the drug fentanyl, the street drugs. Go ahead.
We do have fentanyl that's dangerous. We have
Xylene. Oh, xylazine. It's xylazine.
We have xylazine that's poison, Vincent told NPR. We've had an entire community swept away. I can't even think of all the people I know who have died. My daughter died. Our mentors are dead. It is so dangerous right now.
Right. And just look at everybody that you see that's famous that dies from drug overdoses. Right? It just be back to back to back to back. Recently, we just had Rich Homie Quan die. Right? And his brother said that he was at the table and he was so drugged out that he was eating. You know what I mean? And then he came back and he just wasn't breathing. He thought he fell asleep at the table. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yes. That was Rich Homie Quan. Yeah. He was at the table first, and then his brother laid him down on the couch, and he died on the couch. And his woman came in and found him in the morning. Right?
Public health experts say fentanyl, a synthetic opioid, far more powerful than heroin, responsible for the majority of drug deaths.
Right. It's far more powerful than heroin. Why do people need drugs that powerful? And why are they pushing them to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and to our young people? Any answer? Sis, I want.
To not be aware, to keep us asleep, and to kill us.
That's good. Sis?
Money.
Okay, that's a good answer too.
It's easier, it's like a circle man.
Go ahead.
It's easier to push to us since we are so critical and we're more susceptible to it.
Okay. Caviar, you got an answer? Why are they pushing why is they pushing the strongest drug if it's killing so many people? Why are they pushing it to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and to the young people?
Because a scapegoat.
A scapegoat? Explain.
So like a scapegoat is like, so taking someone else's crimes. They're like, Imagine Lana explained this to us. He said that they're making us a scapegoat, and they have to, for the crimes that they do, blame somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So they put it on us. And like, look, that's the thief, that's the murder.
Right.
And make us the scapegoat.
Right.
And we take it. We take the drugs and we take the.
Yeah. Yeah. To place the blame on somebody, on us.
Right.
Even though they're the ones that that have the most drugs. That's why they call it a drug epidemic and not a war on drugs. Because when it was crack and it was my grandmama and my mama on crack, they called it a war on drugs and kicked in her door of the house and put down the whole wall. That's what they called. They called it a war on crack, a war on drugs. Now it's their children on drugs. What is that, Kevin? You don't hear it? Now it's our now it's their people on drugs. They call it an epidemic. We must help these people. Well, I say, where's that battering ram at?
Right.
Where's that battering ram with that they knocked the whole wall over in my grandma's house? You dig what I'm saying? Knocked the whole wall over in my grandma's house and pulled the wall out. Where's that at? You know what I mean? Now they're making houses that are, they call them safe drug houses, where people can go do drugs and get good and get clean needles and a place to do their drugs. They call them clean drug houses. Real talk. Well, what about you watch a snowfall, right? You know what I mean? What happened when they was knocking the crack all the trap houses over, crack houses, and taking everybody to jail and hitting people over the head, and that's not happening no more because it's their people on drugs. Real talk. And you know, want to know another reason why they push it to our people, to the young folks? Because the young folks got the computers. They got a computer in their hand. This has never been able to be used before like this. You know what I mean? So right now, somebody could be at work right now, listening to this class right now, finding out who they are, finding out what they should be doing, finding out what they should do and what they should not do. And they use it. They use it. That's why there's so many, what do you call them? What do you call them, Caviar? People that influencers, they call them. They're using it. It's a knowledge thing now, right? It's information. This is the information highway. So they got to push that to the young folks, right? So that way they don't wake up. That's why they got to push the drugs, the killing, the trap music, the what they call it, drill, the drill music. They got to push that to our young folks so that way they kill each other, take pop pills, kill each other. There was a guy named I think it's Young Blood, Lil Jeff. He was doing an interview and he crushed up a Percocet and sniffed it. He's dead now. He's dead now. He was doing a drill, chasing somebody down and they was going in their house and he was chasing somebody down and they came back out shooting at him and he got shot and he's dead now. Lil Blood, I think it's Young Blood, Blood Money, Lil Jeff, something like that. It's a type of music like the Chicago rappers. When they be doing all that, when they be talking about how they be smoking the dead ops and going back and forth, doing drills like killing each other. No, they call it drill music. Things like people like King Von and Lil Durk. That's what they call it. It's one of the big hip hop genres now with the kids, and they push that to our kids so they can kill each other.
Right.
Just like they push the drug that what's it called? Emo music, emotional music, the emo music when everybody's all depressed and sad and taking drugs now. Yeah, they push that to our people too, so that way they can start taking the drugs, and then they push that violent stuff to them so they can kill each other. It's all to keep us oppressed and to keep us down. You dig what I'm saying? Right? Ready for this?
But the supply of illegal drugs is increasingly complex and perilous. Americans using drugs recreationally or caught up in more serious addiction face an unprecedented cocktail that often includes fentanyl, methamphetamines, and fast-changing mix of new chemicals.
Look, it's all chemicals. It ain't even real drugs no more. It ain't even because you used to be able to get cocaine come from a coca leaf.
Right.
You used to be able to get heroin come from a opioid plant or poppy seed. Right. Now it's all chemicals. It ain't even real. Hey, calm down. Calm down, little brother. Calm down. Little brother. Calm down, son. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get some scriptures. Give me Ecclesiasticus 38. Ecclesiasticus 38. Start at verse 1. Right? Because we all have doctors, right? Doctors were made for a reason. The Lord put doctors here for a reason. And it's not to be taking the fentanyl or the Percocets because you know what I mean? Because you feel like it. I don't think Percocets ever said on the bottle, yeah, take as you need or take as needed. You feel me?
Right.
Real talk. There was a man named Prince one time. You know who Prince is? Do you know who Prince is, Caviar? Purple rain, purple rain. Right? You know how he died, right? How'd he die? It was a drug overdose, right? But you know what drug it was? No, it wasn't fentanyl. He took an aspirin. He took a Bayer aspirin from over the counter, and he took it and he died.
Are you serious?
Yes. That's what it was.
I thought it was like he overdosed on heroin.
No, he didn't overdose on heroin. He took a Bayer aspirin over the counter. It was over the counter Bayer, and he took it, and that's how he died. I don't know if it was too much, but fentanyl is in aspirins.
Fentanyl is an aspirin?
Yeah, fentanyl is a drug that they put in aspirin and in actual over the counter medicines.
I did not know that. Dude,
I take aspirin.
I take aspirin every day.
Yeah, well, as a blood thinner, right?
Right.
I take aspirin.
I didn't even know that.
Good guy.
Real talk. Real talk. It's the actual what's the name that's in medicines. They put them in medicines. It's in medicines. It's crazy, right?
Right. That's crazy.
I think it's a conspiracy theory, but you know what I mean? I'm not a conspiracy theorist. No, I think that they killed Prince.
Right.
I think his aspirin that they had you know what I mean? It was meant to kill him.
Right.
You feel me? He was the artist formerly known as Prince for a reason. You got that for me?
Come on, Constance. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician.
Do what?
Honor a physician.
What's a physician?
Doctor, sir.
A doctor, right? How do you honor him?
You listen to
or her.
You listen to what they tell you.
Right? Not only that you listen to what they tell you,
you do what they tell you.
There you go. You do what they tell you, right?
Okay.
So if he tells you that he's prescribing you a certain dosage of a medicine, right? He's prescribing you a certain dosage of a medicine, and when he prescribes that, only take one per day with a meal.
Right.
Not 13. Not 13 a day. Not 4 a day, 5 a day. Not because you want to feel good. Take 1 a day, 2 a day with medicine. Right?
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him.
Right? With the uses that you may have of him. Right? So when Commander Junior Honda told us, right, I'm not going to tell you to take the vaccine or not take the vaccine, but go to your doctor and tell what your doctor say. If your doctor say give you the vaccine, then go ahead and listen to your doctor.
Right.
If he says don't take the vaccine, then listen to your doctor.
Right.
But everybody want to vilify the man for telling them to listen to their doctor. You know what I mean? That's why you have a primary care physician, a PCP. Yeah, primary care physician. Because that's your primary care physician. He knows you and your body and your ailments. And you know what I mean? That's where you go for your checkups.
Right.
Every 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, however you do it. Right?
Right.
He's your primary care physician. He knows your body. Yeah, he's been with you for a long time to where he knows your body. Go ahead.
For the Lord hath created him.
The Lord did what?
For the Lord hath created him.
The Lord put that person in that position for a reason. Just like the Lord put you in this position for a reason, and put you in this position for a reason, and put me in this position for a reason. The Lord put that doctor in position for a reason. How long does it take to go to be a doctor?
10 years, maybe more.
10, yeah, over 7-10 years, maybe more. Right? You think so? The Lord put him in school for a X amount of years to be a physician over you, so that way he can tell you this is what you need to do. I'm gonna prescribe this for you because your blood pressure's high, so we got to get that blood pressure under control. Oh, you're a diabetic and your sugar's up there here. Okay, we got to get your sugars under control.
Right.
So I want you to take this, and take this. Okay. Now take this once a day, 2 tablets once a day with food. Not 5 tablets throughout the day because you feel like getting faded. Because then that'd be drug
abuse.
Drug abuse. That'd be drug abuse. You be a drug. Oh, go ahead, sis. No, addict. But abuser is good too. But you'll be a drug addict. You'll be a drug addict. Weed heads say they're not drug addicts, but they say weed is medicine. Name me one medicine that you take every day, all day long. Like, I'm gonna go to the store. Oh, I need to take my medicine. Oh, I'm finna wake and bake. All right, man, let's go to the store. I gotta take my medicine. You want to go eat? I gotta take my medicine. You want to you know what I'm talking about? All day, every day. We finna go over here to this such and such. Oh, I gotta roll one for the ride. You dig what I'm saying? Then you meet your partner, y'all match one, right? And then what you do, you gotta roll up because now I gotta smoke one by myself. Am I wrong?
No.
That's what drug addicts do. That's what they do.
Right.
They do drugs all day, every day, whenever they can get their hands on them, however they can get their hands on them. Yes. Right. Look for scraps.
Right.
That's what drugs do. That's what drug addicts do. That's what drug addicts do. You dig what I'm saying? Then they make excuses. Then when they don't have it, they get angry. Then they be like, because I ain't smoked yet.
Right.
Because I ain't had my drug yet. I ain't had my medicine yet. Am I wrong? We all know these people.
Right.
We all know these people. When they ain't got it, they angry, upset, kill somebody for it. Right?
Right.
Keep going on.
Verse 2. For the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
Right. Because the Most High cometh healing. He put that man in position for the healing. But the Most High is the healing. You dig what I'm saying? You want to be fixed? What should you do?
For the person who could fix you, the doctor.
Yeah, but what else?
Inquire of the Lord.
There you go. There you go. What y'all looking for the scripture? Ecclesiasticus 38. Right? You should inquire of the Lord. Right? I'm gonna ask y'all one thing now, right? Is weed illegal? Bad. I'm not gonna say illegal. Is weed against the laws of God? Sis. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. The people can't hear you. Nobody can hear you, sis.
Your doctor, I don't think any doctor says to smoke weed. That's what I think about it. So if your doctor says to use weed, I don't think he's telling you to smoke it a whole bunch of times out of the day.
Okay. Yes.
I'm going to pass on the spot.
Now go ahead.
Marijuana is a plant, and the Lord created herb, every seed-bearing herb for medicine and meat.
All right.
I'm butchering the scripture. So
It says for meat, but
Right.
it's MEET.
right.
It's a whole regular word for good.
Good, right.
Okay. I'll take it. Then why is weed the only herb that you smoke? Okay.
I think people are using weed so much because it's kind of like the escape from something. It's
Uh-huh.
a lot of things, but black people use drugs to kind of like, it doesn't get them out of the situation. It kind of just makes you not really. It's like their way of like disconnecting or disassociating
From oppression.
Right. It's not the solution. It's kind of like
You're right.
the cover. It's like the band-aid on top of the cuts.
Right. 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 It's not really helping anything. It's just a mask over it. Right. Okay. So I got a question for you. Right. You go to the doctor. Your back hurt. Your doctor was like, okay, well, I'll prescribe you some weed tea, some weed brownies. Right. What should you do?
Out of all the options, doctor says it's best. Actually, I think I should go to the school first. Because
Caviar? Definitely. Definitely. Because you might have addictive trait in your family to where you take that weed tea, now you addicted to the tea, and now you want to just drink the tea and get high.
Right.
So you always want to get counsel for it. You dig? You dig? You understand? Now, why is weed the only reason why is weed the only herb that we smoke? Do everybody eat oregano?
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Italian seasoning? Parsley, cilantro.
Cut.
All those are herbs.
Right.
You ever smoked it?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. So why do we smoke weed if weed is a herb? Go ahead, sis.
I think it's because you can't easily get addicted from parsley. You can't easily get addicted from oregano.
You don't know that because you never smoked it.
That's the thing. People are.
What if you smoke oregano and get high from it, higher than you get from marijuana?
honestly doesn't, it's not something that can really help you with stress or like really mess with your brain like weed does.
You don't know that weed is just weed until you put a flame to it. When you put a flame to it, it releases all these chemicals and stuff like that. When you put a flame to weed, right, it kills all the chemical properties that helps you, and it lets out THC that gets you high.
Right.
So how do you know that oregano, once you put a flame to it, it don't get you high?
Because I tried oregano in a pot. Wait, hold on. I've burned sage before. I have eaten sage, but it has nothing to do with stress or helping me to disassociate or anything with my health.
You don't know that. So when you was burning sage, how was you burning it? Was you walking around your house burning it like?
Yeah.
You trying to get all the evil spirits out, right?
I listened to my mom during the time. I thought she knew what she was talking about.
No, just follow me. Just follow me. You was getting all the evil spirits out, right? You know, tomorrow. So that wasn't calming to you. It didn't calm you down because you thought you had evil spirits in your house, and now you burning sage, and now you feel it better.
You know what? You're right. I was calm. I felt better.
How you know that wasn't the sage burning getting you hot?
Smoking it directly like you eat.
There's no scientific information for sage getting high. I never known someone to get high off sage.
They just didn't know it was high. You know a cigarette is tobacco, right? You know, some people smoke a cigarette and they get lightheaded because they get high from the tobacco.
What was the question again?
Why do we smoke weed and not anything else?
I believe it's a demon. It's a demon that people have that, I mean, weed is not bad.
You got it? You got that, what I wanted? I told you, right? The God Thuggy? I told you, right?
What?
The God Thuggy?
Nah. You didn't do that.
Oh, Google it.
Girl.
My bad. Come here.
Oh. Come on. Wait, what you need?
The God Thuggy.
Oh. I know why we're smoking.
I'm gonna say that, I don't know why everybody else does, but I know people that I've been around to smoke it because they want to get the ultimate high. They want to get that ultimate feeling. It makes them feel they get a better effect or result versus ingesting it in their minds. They were told that.
I understand. You got that?
So the thug is from the Sanskrit word meaning concealment?
No, it's a god. The god is Thuggy. And I want to get how to worship that God.
Oh, I remember.
How to worship.
How to worship the God Thuggy.
Okay. No, go ahead. Just wait.
I don't know if y'all know this or not. Y'all know this?
Yeah, the last class. I remember.
I said it?
Yeah, you had this class
Yes,
already.
sir. The last
No.
class, the drug was actually something that was brought up.
Oh, this is actually the worship of another God.
But you-
Smoking weed is the worship of another God. Being a criminal is the worship of another God. Wearing dreadlocks is the worship of another God. And that is how you worship God. Whenever y'all get it, I
It's like the service we're looking for.
think it's THUGGY.
Oh, that's because I spilled it on.
Hey, you got some cold water, Caviar?
Yeah, yeah, that cool.
Kali.
Yeah, Kali. It's like a derivative of the god Kali.
That's the one I just had.
A Hindu god. right? Hindu god. Yeah, she got like 7 arms or something like that.
Hmm?
7 arms.
So I just put up.
Oh shoot, wrong one. And he's glasses. Oh no, I'm talking about you got water right there.
You ain't got no water. That's crystal light.
Water.
I'm telling you.
It's the same
Officer
thing.
Ronald, you can hear this, sir? He's over here drinking crystal light, not water.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
That's color grade.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, right there.
You got it?
It's like it's I'm trying to find that. It just tells about. No, it's not it. It doesn't say how to worship it. It just says like there was a cult
Yeah.
and they would rob and murder.
Yep, they would do criminal activity. And they would get high, right?
They doesn't say anything about that. No, I'm just it doesn't say anything about how they worshipped it. No, it's not this one.
Murder and robbery.
It doesn't say anything about.
All right.
Oh, let me see. Oh, I understand.
But I'm still like to serve if I may.
Yeah.
I've heard of that certain cult called the Thuggies or the a Thuggy, and I don't know if you heard of that video game called Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
That's kind of what they based it on.
Yes. Yes. That's why in the yes.
Assassin's Creed.
Bionys, the god of allure of wine, ancient Greek mythology, and alcohol addiction. Is, but also it says here that
I got Dubabati. Duham Babati.
Greek mythology lives a powerful sorrow is big in hell. They want to smoke and chemical seeds.
Yeah, but all Greek mythology is made up of gods and stuff that is before that. But it's a old Hindu god, right? Thuggy's a whole old Hindu god that you good? Thuggy's an old Hindu god, right? That used to do criminal activity, smoke weed, and wear dreads, right?
Right.
That's why now most criminals do what? They wear dreads.
Kali.
Yeah. Kali's the big god over there, but then like they have little gods that derivative from that. So that's why in the Rastafarians, right?
Right.
They smoke weed, they wear dreads, the Shivas, right? They smoke weed, wear dreads, and in their religion, right, which was given to them by the Hindu,
right,
by the East Indian people, because East Indian people who ruled the West Indies.
Haile Selassie. He was East Indian. He was East Indian.
He was. I thought he was Ethiopian.
Yeah, oh, Slack said yes, he was a
Yeah, but the rulers, the like you know how here in America the oppressor is the white man. In East India, or not in East India, in the West Indies, right? In the where our Benjamite brothers are, the oppressor is the East Indian. Does that make sense? The oppressor here in America is the white man. In the West Indies, in Jamaica, in Trinidad and Tobago, and all that, the oppressor is the East Indian.
That's fine. This is not, it ain't come from us.
Nothing that we have come from us. Well, we have come from us, but we have come from the Lord, yes. But like as Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all that culture comes from the oppressor. Whether it be East Indian, whether it be Black people, East Indian, whether it be African, whether it be a white man, whether it be a French, whether it be Spanish, whether it be Brazil, Portuguese, whether it be Russian, it all comes from the oppressor. Smoking weed and doing drugs is the worship of another god. If that makes sense.
Right.
That's what she worshiped. But instead of love and family and getting better, you're just so attached to this.
Right.
And it's even things like phones. People are so addicted to the phone or addicted to the game, they become a have game addiction.
So the real demon and the real God that they worship is an addiction God. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's different kinds. The phone could be a God to them because that's what they worship. Or a video game. They don't do their homework. They don't spend time with family. They don't read the words. They don't listen to a piece of coffee. They smell game all day. They drink all day. Something like that.
So is it their God or is it the addiction?
To them, it's a God to them. Like, all I'm trying to say is people, they put things over they put things over God and they put things over what's important. And so to them, it's like a God to them, but to us, it's not. That's not what we worship. But that's what it is for them.
How about we just put it simple and say it's an idol?
Right.
Look. I just played the Christian with you. I just asked you a question and I let you dig yourself in the hole. You got to be careful about talking. Keep going on that. You still looking for something?
I was looking for that article, so I couldn't find it.
All right, I'll find it. It's in my repertoire somewhere. Keep going on that scripture.
Verse
Verse 3.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes,
Bro, what's up, man?
chapter 38, verse 3. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration.
Yeah, admiration.
Admiration.
Right. It says his skill should lift up his head. Right now, nobody cares about physicians.
Right.
Nobody cares about the doctor. Especially black folks. Black folks ain't going. Black folks do anything not to go to the doctor. Black folks will do anything not to go to the doctor. I promise you. Look, I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? They do anything not to go to the doctor. But we got to get checked out. You know what I mean? You got to get checked out. There's so many cancers and so much stuff out here nowadays that's killing people. You have to be mindful of what's going on with your bodies. You see what I'm saying? And every time you go to the doctor, they give you a blood test. They take blood from you. Why? Because you don't go to the doctor, they don't take blood from you. Oh, you don't know what's going on with your body. You don't know what's going on with your body. They took blood from me They took blood from me, and they told me, well, your liver looks good, your kidneys look good. I said, what? They're like, oh, your cholesterol's a little high, but a little exercise, you can get that down. I was looking at them like, how you know that? He's like, well, we took blood from you last time you was here. I said, yeah, but how you know that? He said, well, all we do is test your blood. I said, you can tell all that from testing the blood? He said, yeah. I said, oh, snap. I was confused.
I don't know anybody goes out there to get the blood check. We just go to all of what we go for that reason. Any concerns we have.
So nobody here gets checkups except me? Raise your hand if you get checkups like with a primary care physician that.
Not blood work.
Like,
Did they take blood from you? Yeah. Did they take blood from you? You call y'all?
Come on, sir.
You got one. I'm poor now.
Yeah. Every time I go to
They never take blood from me.
just to test.
She had anemia.
Yeah, but they test your blood to see if you have any.
But you have to do that before you go to
Yeah, like lab work. Lab work. They do lab work on you to see if you have any. I would say extremities, but any kind of diseases or anything like that.
Right.
Liver disease, kidney disease.
I get my
Cancer.
these checkups, but that's not including blood work.
I didn't know until they took my blood. Like, they had to do that first. I
Yeah.
It was wrong. I didn't know it was my blood.
Yeah, like how can they tell how many white blood cells you have, and if your white blood cells is replenishing itself, because your white blood cells is what fights off diseases and viruses and stuff.
Yeah, they gotta take your blood.
How can they tell if you have like vitamin D and vitamin C and all that stuff in you?
My weight appointment. When I was pregnant. Whenever I was pregnant, they took blood work then.
Do you know what I mean?
But they had no other reason before that to do blood work.
But it's also if you're.
Oh, they had it.
It's fine.
They told them to do blood test.
Well, actually, I had to. That's
Yeah, that's-
she said I had to
Who?
do it, but I was like,
No,
okay,
yeah.
but,
Select, sir.
What did she say?
it is with your
Select, sir. I mean,
I think I've been waiting on this question.
okay.
No, yeah, it's not part of.
Yeah, I've been waiting on this question. Christopher Columbus?
Oh yeah, come on.
I've been waiting on this question.
Okay.
Oh, he was. Oh,
Yeah. All right, since we're gonna get
Select, sir.
yeah.
Hold
on. Hold on. Since we're gonna get the answer to your question like the last 10 minutes of the what's the name?
Oh, talking about her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give me go get the Black Indians book.
Okay.
Give Black Indians and get Babylon and Timbuktu too. All right, keep going on that scripture.
on, sir. Verse 4. The Lord had created medicine out of the earth.
Right.
And he that is wise will not abhor them.
Yeah, we're not abusing. Him that is wise, they won't abuse the weed. They won't abuse the drug that comes out of her. Does that make sense? If you smart, you ain't gonna sit there and slide. You ain't gonna sit there. I had the bird. You ain't gonna sit there and pop 15 Percocets.
Right.
When the doctor told you take one a day with food. And then it sounds dangerous, but they do it. They break down what's the names and they snort it. They do it. They do that. That's what happens. Real talk. Am I wrong, Caviar? That's what they do. They take, but they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about them. They don't care about themselves because they want to die. Because
Right.
they're in oppression. They're oppressed people. They don't have nothing to live for. You know how you in the truth, and you the way for and you trying to bring Christ here so you can rule the earth and get the kingdom of heaven. They said what they tell them they have to do to get the kingdom of heaven.
Or just sit down and do nothing about it. Don't make change with yourself. That's what they're taught.
Now you was right the first time.
Right.
They tell them you have to die to get the kingdom of heaven. So that's what they want to do. They want to die. Oh, they want to do. They want to die. They pop pills. They do everything that they can to die. That's why NBA Youngboy is in prison right now, and because he was holding up, he had thousands of X pills in the bag, and he holding it up, and he on house arrest. Not X pills, Percocets. Thousands of pills. A big ass bag of pills. I promise you. And he was holding it up like this on Instagram and shit. Like, boy, you on house arrest. When the feds see that, they was like, "Oh, let's go get him." You know what I'm talking about? Like, they ain't got to do nothing but pull up that picture. You feel me? And come to court, pull up the picture. Exhibit A, B, and C. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like, if self-snitching was a person, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. He ain't supposed to have no drugs, no guns, no nothing. But pills. It was, look, that bag was huge of pills, man. You feel me? Give me Proverbs 11, starting 17. And you said, and what did you say? What did you say when I told you that they be popping 13 pills?
What you say?
You said this sounds what?
That sounds like dangerous, like it hurts, like it doesn't sound right. Like, why would you do that?
Understand this next script.
This is the book of Proverbs. It's like
11, 17.
chapter 11, verse 17. A merciful man doeth good to his own soul.
Right. That's what you got with Caviar. Caviar is a merciful man. He does good to his own soul. You feel me? So does you call Yahweh. You know what I mean? You tell them, hey man, you want a piece of cake? Nah, no cake. You do what I'm saying? We gotta work out.
Right.
He does good to his own soul. He's a merciful man. Right, keep going.
But he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh.
He that is cruel, pop pills, smoke weed. He's an alcoholic. The ones that are cruel, they do that. They trouble their own soul. They smoke cigarettes. They trouble with their own flesh. Because all that is the lust of the flesh.
Right.
And they trouble in that. They trouble that flesh. They want to die. It's dangerous.
Right.
Right? A merciful man does good to the soul. Merciful man don't eat pork.
Right.
A merciful man don't put cigarettes and weed and pills in his body.
That's right.
That's a doctor that prescribe. Because, you know what I mean, the doctor prescribes medicine, I take it. But I don't overtake it. Sometimes I don't take it at all. You know what I mean? They ever told me I didn't take no pills. I didn't take no medicine. Oh yeah, I'm good. Let me not. Yes, well, I can last. I'm sure not gonna die. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 18. The wicked worketh a deceitful work.
Right, that's what they do. The wicked, they plan to go smoke. They call their partners up. Hey, bro, you trying to match something? Yeah. You slide through? Yeah, I'm gonna slide through. Stop and get some cigars. Read that part. Read that one more time.
The wicked worketh a deceitful work.
They work to be deceitful. You know how hard it is? You gotta find a needle. You gotta take the heroin, put the heroin on the spoon, burn the liquid, burn it to a liquid, inject it into the needle, then find the vein, tie it up, inject it, and see. You know, this sounds tiring, don't it? No, after they take it, they just sit there and chill. We call it the dope thing lean when they be standing straight up and then they lean all the way over. Oh, yeah. He calls it the dope thing lean. You know what I mean? Yes.
How once a person in that group of people stops doing, they really don't really.
Hey, all my partners stopped messing with me when I stopped smoking weed.
Like
Right.
a lot of times you can't really hang out with them. You can't because you're not doing the same stuff. And when y'all on the same stuff,
Raise your hand if you still hang out with the partners you was hanging out with before you came into the truth. Not one.
I don't even hang on my mama.
You said you what?
I don't even hang on my own mother or father.
Oh, give me that, because I don't hang out with my mother or father either. I leave them the wicked where they want to be at. Where you want to be at, stay there. I love you too. I love you so much. I won't be caught dead around whatever you do. You do what I'm saying?
Right.
I won't be caught alive or dead. Check it out. Don't be scared. Y'all scared? No. But y'all want me to do it? I do it. No, I'll check it out. I ain't scared. I'm going to, you know, so I head first. You feel me? Keep going.
But to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward.
Right. One sows wickedness, one troubles his flesh, one's gonna die. The one that worketh righteousness, he's gonna get a reward. What's that reward, sis? All right, there it is. There it is. One that worketh righteousness is gonna get the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Real talk. That's what we all working for, right? We all want to be saved.
That's right.
We all want the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Raise your hand if you don't want the kingdom of heaven. Nope. I thought I had y'all. So raise your hand if you don't want the kingdom of heaven. I know somebody at home was like,
No, wait, what?
they raise their hand like, yeah. You start thinking like, no. Yes.
On that, the last part, verse 18.
Yeah.
It shall be a sure reward. Does that mean that the person of righteousness will be a sure reward, or they're going to get a sure reward?
He's going to get a sure reward. Because when he soweth righteousness. Him that soweth righteousness shall be a reward, a sure reward. Because he's sowing righteousness, so he's going to get a sure reward. Unto him is going to be a sure reward.
Right.
That's why he says, but to him that soweth, you know what I mean? So to him, he's going to get it. Yeah. Keep going. Verse 19.
Verse 19. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death.
They want to pop pills. One of the pills is going to be laced with fentanyl.
Right.
It's going to have a dose of fentanyl that they cannot handle. They want to sniff cocaine, it's going to have fentanyl in it. Be careful with your weed. Y'all hear that, weed smokers? Be careful with your weed. All those crystals on top of your weed that be when you put that black light up. Is it black? It's a black light, right? We put that black light on it, and it be shining crystally and stuff like that. That better be careful. That's fentanyl. Weed a little strong today. You know they call it that loud pack. Why it's so loud? Because it's got fentanyl in it.
Right.
Hello, bars. That penny, you know what they call it, right? Penny.
Right.
Real talk. Penny for your penny. They got it. They better be careful with these weed smokers. And we all know the weed smokers. We all know. You know, some of our mamas smoke weed. Some of our mamas and daddies and brothers and sisters and cousins and nephews and uncles, the sowers of iniquity. Then when they die, right? Oh, he ain't never did nothing to nobody. Shit, he offended the Most High.
Right.
Shit. Read that one more time. That last part.
So he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death.
Real talk. You offended the Most High. When you offend the Most High ain't got no shame in putting you to death.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? We should all be nervous. Most High might come like, hey, y'all, you remember that shit you did when you was 15? Huh? You know what I'm talking about? You remember that shit you did when you were 15? Yeah, I remember. You know what I'm talking about? You really think you deserve the kingdom of heaven for that? You know what I'm talking about? When the Most High start talking to you like a real man? Yes. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? When the Most High start talking to you like that, you be like, oh, snap. Like, you feel me?
Right.
Like your daddy talked to you when you in trouble. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, you know what you did. Huh? Like, yeah, I'm talking about real talk. Real talk. For your daughter, that when you don't even tell her she's in trouble. Go to your room. Get to crying like what you crying for? Like, you know what I'm talking about? She feel like she in trouble. That's how the Lord gets to talking to you like, you know, you like, you know what I'm talking about? I feel like the Lord gonna play a game, get everybody on the chariot and leave you last, like to get to flying away. You just looking at the chariot leave. Then he double back, spin the block for you, like I'm just playing, man. Come on. You feel me? Like, oh Lord. Ooh, I didn't know what I was gonna do. You feel me? You never know, man. You never know what the Lord be having up his sleeve. What's up, Gabriel?
I was gonna say that kind of funny because the Lord did try to talk to everybody at one point, and just from talking to him, everybody was afraid. They were like, no.
Y'all know what angels look like? I don't never want to see an angel.
You can't say they look demonic.
I don't know what a demon look like.
Shoot.
Do the Bible describe demons?
No.
But they do describe angels, but you know, angels and demons is the same. Demons is just the angels are bad, and they work for the Most High, just like the angels are good work for the Most High.
Right.
I don't want to see an angel, period, or a demon. I'm straight. If you come to me, just come to me looking like regular, like a person, like you know what I'm talking about. I want to see the one. I want to see the angel with perfect fro, perfect clothes. Like, how you doing, sir? Not a wrinkle, not a stain. You know what I'm talking about? That's the angel I want to see. I don't want to see the angel that's coming. I'm scared that they just eyes everywhere.
No.
You know, eyes everywhere, foreheads, wings. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
you don't see some big old beast with the lion. Man,
run.
Run.
Hey, check her, get him. I would go the other way. I'm gonna go home with the car. Hope we can outrun him. Yeah. Since had her head up, bro. I got you.
Oh no, she now I'm playing. No.
It's about the scripture I'm paraphrasing, but it's about an angel in the like I've heard be careful who you treat people because
Oh,
they
yeah.
be an angel in disguise. They
Yes.
actually talk about one of those angels who they somehow transformed or shape shifted into a human being or something like that. I was thinking angels unaware. Like
Yeah, angels unaware.
right. Because I
What
just
are you doing
feel
here? See what you want. Oh, I can't move. Yeah. You live over here?
No, I thought it was over there.
You live over there?
He was living in the car.
Oh, he knows.
Go ahead. Well, okay, so about entertaining angels unaware, right? So it's telling you to be careful on how you treat people. Yeah, you see the homeless man, and we were like, "Go away from me, bum." Just be careful how you treat him. He just might be an angel. Testing you.
Like an angel with foreheads and stuff that somehow like transformed or shapeshifted into a human being.
Not somehow. That's how they come.
Oh, like they can shapeshift into a human
I'm not gonna say shapeshift. That's how they come. They can be whoever they want to be, however they want to look.
Right.
I just don't want to see them with all the eyes and the foreheads and wings, and I don't want to see that. I'm scared. I'm scared.
being. Imagine something it's like have a different head.
You said in my room.
Like it was in your room.
There you go with that. I don't want to see it.
Just
I don't want to see it. I just want it to be invisible, like in the fourth dimension, like it's been. You know there's an angel in here right now, right?
That dude don't
Right there at the door, over here somewhere, they just chilling.
I would want to sit.
Nah, that ain't a big enough space.
Right there.
You know what I'm talking about? They don't even like to sit down. He's standing up. You dig what I'm saying? So you might just be careful on how you treat people. You might need to treat people better than you've been treated. You know what I mean? I remember when I first came into truth, we was at camp. And there was a guy at camp, he was giving us hell. You know, walking by everybody, going stupid. You ain't shit. This is it. I'll whoop you. And this and that. You know what I mean? I'm like, I was looking at him like, what? Then Officer Karab come and give him water. Give him some water, give him a camp meal, you know what I mean? I was like, well, he was just tripping with us, Officer Karab. He was like, well, I mean, maybe you got to show the brother a little compassion. Something that ain't nobody ever showed him. I said, oh. It made me think about the world different. You know what I mean? How many times have you ever showed another black woman compassion? Nice, selflessness. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? Selflessness. You know what I mean? How many times you ever told a brother, hey, bro, I'm praying for you? And really meant it.
Right.
Maybe that's all they need. Maybe that's all they need is a bottle of water and a prayer and a pack of noodles. Never know.
That is true, because I have seen you do that before. Brother was tripping at the camp. You come over, give him water. You get the boy, like all calm and everything. After he was just yelling and screaming like, "That's all!" Like,
yeah. Who you seen do that?
You and also one of y'all.
Oh, you seen me do that?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's all they need is a little compassion. They need a little love. That's it. That's all they want. And they see a whole bunch of brothers out there looking tough and looking masculine, and they ain't never seen no masculine black men. Every time they see black men, they wearing skinny jeans, switching, probably a dress, talking about "ooh girl" and all that weird stuff. You know, they're part of alphabet people. And now we out there looking strong, militant, like we soldiers, and they like they want to join. Maybe they just need a little bit of compassion, a little bit of love, to get a little bit of hope.
Right.
When people talk to y'all like that, I'd be like, ooh, y'all don't know what you're getting yourself into. But y'all talking like that to a priest.
Let the professionals handle it.
Like,
Let the professionals handle it. Just don't worry your pretty little self about that. You know what I mean? We know what we dealing with. We know who they talking to. We know they don't hate us. They really love us. They just got a demon on them.
Right.
They really love us. They just on drugs. and they ain't got their drugs in it. They really love us. They really want to hug. They really want to just come and hug everybody at the camp and be like, I love y'all so much. Thank you for doing this. But they don't know how because they're on drugs. They don't know how because they never been taught to love anybody. Hell, before I was in the troop, I never been taught to love anybody. Hell, I still don't know how to love correctly sometimes. You feel me? You feel me? You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta be corrected. Straight up.
Right.
We all do.
That's right.
So, you know what I mean? We're thank the water to Commanding General Yohana for holding on to this truth.
Yeah, right.
Real talk. Real talk. Those brothers and sisters out there, they just need a little bit of compassion, a little bit of love, a little bit of understanding from their brothers and their sisters. That's all they need. Then when they get that, you'll see a change. They'll come back around the next time like, what's up, brother? And keep on pushing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
It gets better. But that's what it takes. It takes prophets out in the streets changing the spirit of the people with the foolishness of preaching. You got your hand up?
What comment is necessary?
You said what?
What comment is necessary? Leave it alone. I wasn't gonna add to what you said, so.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's like that.
Yes.
I just had a scripture on to, I forgot to pull it out. What you were saying about the physician, though?
Yeah.
So, Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
Oh, heal it to make it alive?
Come.
Yeah, the Lord does that. The Lord will kill you. I'm sorry, unalive you. And the Lord will heal you, though.
Up there.
Right.
You do what I'm saying? You battling with drugs? You battling the drug problem? Get around them in the Lord, do what they say. But you have to do what they say. You battling an alcoholic demon? You have to do what they say. Don't say come concert and then go first sign of trouble, you lighten up and pulling up. You have to do what they say. They tell you don't drink, and before you think about drinking, or when you think about drinking, call me. Do it. Do that. Don't drink and then call me after you drunk. That defeats the purpose. That defeats the purpose, right? That's like, hey, brother, don't smoke no more weed, don't smoke no more cigarettes, and then you go buy a pack of cigarettes, smoke two, and then call me. That makes no sense, right? Like brother, you couldn't call me when you was at the house thinking about going to buy a pack of cigarettes. You couldn't call me when you was walking to your car to go start the car, to drive to the store to get a pack of cigarettes. You couldn't call me when you was in the parking lot of the store about to walk in to go get the pack of cigarettes. But you couldn't call me after you got the pack of cigarettes, went to the car, packed it out, pulled one out, put it to your mouth. It was like, oh, I ain't got no lighter. Went back into the stove, grabbed the lighter, bought a lighter, came back out to the car and lit the cigarette. You couldn't call me before none of that. Now you smoke 2-3 cigarettes and then you call me. Nick. You feel me? That's what I like that like Salaki. That's what you want to sell them like, brother. I could have came and sat with you. You didn't talk to make sure you didn't get no cigarettes and get no alcohol. I could have came, you know what I mean? You could have you defeat the purpose. Real talk. Give me Proverbs. Give me Proverbs 16 and 26. You know what? Give me 1 Corinthians 3 and 17. I got to answer the sister's question, right? Is she still online? Sis, are you still online? I'm about to answer your question.
Come, sir. What scripture did you want again?
1 Corinthians 3, verse 17. This is the last scripture on this topic. Then we're going to get a little history about Christopher Columbus Day and Indigenous People Day. Have y'all find out when they started Indigenous People Day?
First Corinthians 3 and what?
Hey,
It's like, sir, First Corinthians 3 and what?
3 and 17.
Okay. This is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
Right. If any man defile the temple of God, anybody know what the temple of God is? I don't want to hear from y'all. Do y'all know what the temple of God is? Anybody online? Do y'all know what the temple of God is? What? Yeah, where the temple of God is. What is the temple of God?
What is it to look up?
Yeah, it says. Go ahead. Read that one more time.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
Or her. What is the temple of God? Just you married? He must be teaching you. He must be teaching you good. I wonder who your husband is. All right, it's me, y'all. Okay. Him or her shall God destroy. Because the Lord, you think that's your body? It's not your body. That's the Lord's body.
Right.
Everything you do to that body, you're doing it to the Lord. The Lord, you renting that body from the Lord. You ain't even renting it. The Lord just letting you borrow that for a little bit. He's like, look, I'm gonna let you borrow that for a little bit, but I'm gonna want my body back. Damn. You think what I'm saying? That's how the Lord is. What's up, Caviar?
Crazy thing. Look, I brought this out. Indigenous Day was on the same day as Columbus Day.
When did it start?
October 14th, both of them.
When did it start?
Oh, when did it start?
Yes.
Like the very first day.
When they first started Indigenous People Day, I want to say it was like 1995, 1996.
It started in 1980s.
1980s?
Okay, in the late 1980s.
All right. Keep going. You call y'all.
For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
Right. The temple of God is the temple of God is separate. It's holy, and you are the temple of God.
Right.
So why would you defile that with cigarettes and weed and Percocets and fentanyl and heroin and cocaine and all these different drugs that they be having out here? X pills. X pills is weird. What's that drink they be drinking? Lean?
Sir?
Yeah, lean. Yeah. Why would you drink that? That's liquid heroin.
Right.
That's liquid heroin. Yes.
Lovers of self.
Huh?
Lovers of self.
Levels of self?
Lovers of self.
Yeah. Yeah.
They hate God. So
They do hate God. But they don't really hate God. They hate themselves. That's why they can never love you, because they hate themselves. They can't love you until they love themselves. They can't love God until they love themselves.
Right.
How do you love yourself? You call y'all?
So like, sir, how you love yourself is you follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
There you go. You change your ways. You convert your soul. You repent. That's how you love yourself. How do you love God?
Love God by obeying God and following his law, statutes, and commandments.
How do you love your brother and your sister?
By obeying God and following the law, statutes, and commandments.
It's very simple. It's very simple. This is us that make it hard. But it's very simple. Saying, keep going.
Verse 18, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool.
Right. What does that mean?
Like if you think you know something, so much to learn. You don't know everything.
Yes, but no.
Read it again.
Read it one more time.
Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool,
You keep going. Keep reading.
that he may be wise.
Now what that means?
Don't think too highly of yourself.
You know you're going wrong, sis? You know you're going wrong yet? You wanna know you wanna know? You don't have a Bible in your hand. You're not reading along. You're not taking notes. You just in the class. Because if you was reading along, you would know the next verse. Caviar, not you.
Okay.
You the next verse, you know the next verse says, you call y'all.
Verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God.
All right. So what is that? What does the first statement mean? Read verse 18 again.
Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
What does that mean, sis?
To unlearn the things in the world.
Okay. Keep going.
You have to change your whole mindset.
You was almost there, and then you started going all off into the wilderness. Caviar, take it home.
Oh, really? Everything you learn in that world or in the person's world is foolishness. Everything in this truth is wise.
It's simplicity in Christ. It's very simple. It's very simple. Everything in the world, foolishness. It's garbage, trash. What we learned in the world was garbage, trash.
Right.
And when we come in here, we have to know that, so that way we can learn the right things to do. When we was in the world, we probably thought weed smoking was okay. We probably thought having sex with every man and every woman was okay. You think what I'm saying? We thought being filthy was okay. Worshiping other gods, we probably celebrated Christmas or something crazy. We probably celebrated Halloween or something crazy like that. You feel me? You feel me? And we probably thought that was okay. And then we came in here and we figured out that we gotta tell the Lord something. You know what I'm talking about? I know what the hell I was doing. Dude, why come you didn't tell me? I did. You know what I mean? The Lord says some real shit. I did, fool. That's why you were here. Oh,
right.
Oh, you come, so you're right. Hey, you know what I'm talking? You dig what I'm saying? You understand?
Yeah, right, sir.
You know what I mean? When we was in the world, we didn't know that we was a temple of God. How many people went to church when they was in the world? How many people heard that their body's not temple? How many times was you showed that scripture? In church? I was never showed that scripture in church. They always told me that your body's not temple, but they never was like, here it is, look. At the same time as they were telling me that the body's not temple, I was looking at them outside smoking cigarettes and weed, and smoking crack.
No.
This is real. I ain't smiling. This is dead. I'm dead serious. At the same time as they were telling me that the body's not temple, they were smoking crack. How can I trust anything they say? Like, you're smoking crack. You know, I'm supposed to listen to a crack addict? You feel me?
Damn,
Y'all feel me?
that's bananas.
BANANAS.
They're on every corner too.
Yeah.
Over time, it's got worse.
What is?
Worse and worse. Drug addiction.
You know, we talking about the people that's in the church that's teaching, that's trying to teach this. Those people, that's hot and cold scripture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those people on the corner, they're cold. They don't know anything about the truth. They don't know anything about God. They don't know anything about the church, nothing. And they didn't want to learn. They don't care anything about it. They're ignorant to it. But the people in church, they want to be somewhere righteous. They're trying to be righteous. They saying they're righteous. And they're using the Bible, but then they smoking crack at the same time. They're warm. Here in the UPK, we are hot.
Right.
I'm so hot, I'm sweating. You dig what I'm saying? We hot, right? You call y'all?
That's right.
We them niggas. Real talk. Real talk. That's why I think Israelites try to be like us. Ain't no way they can be us.
Right.
Every time I talk to somebody in the world, they be like, man, y'all get the purple. And yeah, when I talk to you, you just don't remind me of those guys in purple. I'm not them guys in purple.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? I'm not them. I actually care about people. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I gotta tell, man, you a good brother, but you don't seem like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all wife is so different. And this, that, and the third, and that. You know what I mean?
Tell them how they treat each other too.
Yeah.
So they treat each other like crap.
Whoa. We don't name drop. They purple guys. Guys in purple. Purple pigs. We ain't name dropping.
The purple and they
Yeah, they hate
treat
you.
each other brotherly and they hate the poor.
And they hate themselves. And they hate themselves. They hate their mamas. They hate their daddies. They hate their brothers. They hate their wives. They hate their children. You know how I know they hate their children?
They starve their children.
They do. I don't know about starving their children. I just know they don't teach their children the truth.
Right.
That's how I know they hate their children.
Like not eat for a whole day.
I don't know nothing about that. My kids eat. Well, my 4-year-old, she picky. She eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, some cereal. She probably be at school eating up all the food too, bro. She just come home and be like, I don't want it. But she be at school like, what is this? You know what I'm talking? You feel me? You feel me? Anybody that don't teach their children, like when we tell somebody about Christmas, I know it's pagan, but I do it for your kids. You hate your kids. Tell them about it's Halloween. I know it's evil, but I do it for the kids. You hate your kids. You hate your kids.
Thanksgiving too.
They hate their kids and they hate indigenous people. Bring them to my next topic.
It's like, so we're coming up on 2 hours.
All right. What's the question?
It's like, so the sister asked, Slacker, sir, if I may, could you please explain the difference between Columbus Day, Indigenous Day, and how that relates and or contradict Thanksgiving?
How it contradicts Thanksgiving?
Right. How it relates and or contradicts Thanksgiving. The difference between Columbus Day and Indigenous Day.
Christopher Columbus is a rotten, stinking, filthy devil.
Right.
That came to these shores and he unalived and murdered a lot of my people. The Taino Indians, the Arawak Indians, and then put them on slave ships and sent them back to Seville, Spain.
Right.
How's Christopher Columbus is doing? The same guy that said he discovered America where people was already at? That's Christopher Columbus. So here in America, they made a whole day for him. Right? October 14th, right? You said it's usually like the second Monday in October, which just passed, right? So they were celebrating this all throughout America, all throughout America. They were celebrating this for like almost 150 years, right? Then it come down to the 1980s. So my Gap brothers got together And they said, no, we ain't doing Christopher Columbus Day because he was a Hitler.
Right.
That's the exact words that they use. He was a Hitler to us.
Right.
And then when he said, whoa, Hitler, and that's how you start acting. Hitler, Christopher Columbus killed more people than Hitler.
Right.
Christopher Columbus killed more people than Hitler. So when they said that, they, after years and years of fighting and saying that Christopher Columbus was a devil and was an evil man, and he unalived all the so-called native tribes, right?
Right.
They finally gave them an Indigenous People Day. And they put it on the same day as the Devil's Day, as Christopher Columbus Day.
No. Good night.
Good night, right? They're terrible, terrible people. The oppressor is the devil if I ain't never seen him.
That's right.
He is a devil, the devil. How are they going to complain and say something about Christopher Columbus that is absolutely true? He's an unaliver, he's a murderer, and he killed more people than Hitler. And then they want to give the same people that he killed the same day to celebrate their ancestors on the same day that they celebrate. How can the same day they celebrate the murderer? How are you going to celebrate the killing of the ancestors, right? And the killer on the same day? And that's what Thanksgiving is all about. Thanksgiving is about, I'm going to do a class. Thanksgiving is about the day that people, that colonists, right, went and killed the Pequot Indians.
Right.
And made it back. And when they made it back from killing the Pequot Indians, men, women, and children, a whole village was slaughtered. And they made it back today to their place, right, to their dwelling place. And what they did was they had a big feast. They had a big feast for Thanksgiving for them making it back from killing the Native Americans.
Right.
That's what Native Americans are all about. On Thanksgiving, they don't have Thanksgiving, my Ghanite brothers. They have the National Day of Mourning.
Right.
Where all the Ghanite brothers come together and they mourn for the ancestors that was murdered. Not just that, though. It's all throughout history. George Washington was his grandfather was called the destroyer of villages.
Right.
Because he destroyed so many villages. He was called the destroyer of villages. This is George Washington's grandfather. And George Washington followed in his footsteps and destroyed so many villages, so many Native American villages. Real talk. Andrew Jackson, he was the president. He's on a $20 bill. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Yeah, he's on a $20 bill. How do you think he became president? By sending all those Native Americans on the Trail of Tears.
Right.
Real talk. That's Andrew Jackson. That's the American president. And they tell me that Trump ain't gonna be president again. Why wouldn't he be president again? All the other 49 presidents was racist, murderers, killers.
Right.
Donald Trump is a racist. He's a proud boy.
Right.
Why wouldn't he be president? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't he be president? Why wouldn't? Because black folks believe propaganda. They believe when the white folks say, "Oh, we not voting for Trump. He's just so out of the." Black folks like, "Oh, see, even white people ain't voting for Trump." Like they gonna tell you the truth. Like they gonna tell you who they voted for. That's why they always say don't discuss religion and don't discuss politics. Because they don't want you to know who they voting for, and then they don't want you to know that they really atheists. Yeah, they might talk about Christian mumbo jumbo, but them niggas is really atheists. And they believe in Bohemian Grove and stuff like that. Y'all know what Bohemian Grove is, yes?
Bohemian, what's the last one?
Grove. Bohemian Grove is a big ass. Bohemian Grove is a big ass owl that they burn for ritual usage. They have a gathering there every year. There's thousands of white people and thousands of worshipers of this owl. That's why when Drake came out with that owl, the OVO thing, is something behind the owl and the OVO. Yes.
That sounds like a strong man. Like, I heard about strong man. They put a wiki. They have
It's witchcraft.
Wicca something.
Wicca. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. All of it is a different form of witchcraft. You know what I mean? They have witchcraft where they burn things. They have witchcraft where they just worship the earth. They have witchcraft where they worship stones. They got witchcraft where they do voodoo dolls. They have all different types of forms of witchcraft. You do what I'm saying? You understand that? Y'all be careful because witchcraft is out right now.
Right.
Halloween? Oh man. Every website you go on, Netflix, they got Halloween, all the scary movies. Paramount Plus, they got all the scary movies. HBO Max, they got all the scary movies. Hulu has a whole Halloween movie, you know what I mean? Movie set selection. It's out right. We was coming here on the way here. They're talking about Jesus Jam, or what they call it, trunk or treat. Churches.
It's like I just found out not long ago that this whole little section right here, it's like a whole like block. They shut it down to have a block party. There's a lot of people that come.
For what?
For a Halloween party.
Damn.
It's a whole, they shut down the whole block.
I might have to be here. I might have to miss out on Jerome Hyman's class. You know what I'm talking about? I can't miss that. I can't miss the ruin Halloween for people. I gotta ruin Halloween for all of San Antonio. I got to. I'm just call and get counsel about it like Slocky, sir. Like I think I need a couple of brothers to miss Jerome Hyman's class, or maybe we can just bring Jerome Hyman out here too, and we can just ruin Halloween for all of for all of San Antonio. I just, you know what I mean? I just feel it in my spirit to just ruin Halloween for everybody. Like I just want to do it so bad. When kids come to me like, "Oh, Halloween this, Halloween that," like Halloween is the devil.
Right.
I just want to scare him so bad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? People was like, "What's Christopher Columbus Day?" And then they turn around and like, "Happy Indigenous People Day." Man, look, bro. Every day for me is Indigenous People Day.
Right.
My brothers are Gadites.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? My brothers are Gadites. My brothers are Isupk. You know what I'm talking about? My brothers are Zebulonites. My brothers are the indigenous people. Y'all just call them indigenous people, but I call them by their tribal names. You feel me? You don't know what they're talking about, bro. They ain't like us. You know what I mean? He not like us either. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Right.
Y'all know he not like us.
No.
I don't care what they say. He'll think he's he not like us.
Right.
Never be like us. Talking about One West. He on the stage talking about One West. Where you get One West from? You ain't never been to One West. You ain't heard of One West.
That's true.
You know what I'm talking about? He's crazy.
Right.
Wow. All right, man. Tune in next week. You know what I'm talking about? Same time, same day, next Monday. We're gonna break down Halloween and witchcraft and Halloween, witchcraft, and demon worship. You know what I'm talking about? We always talking about fighting those demons, but shit. I see niggas worshiping demons out here. Niggas is Martians. Y'all know that? Hey, sis, I hope I answered your question. But niggas is Martians out here. They don't Percocets, Mollies, Zans, weed, cocaine, and a downer. Yeah, they all be emotional. They all the emotions, caviar. They everything. They mad, angry, happy, sad. You know what I mean? Peripheral. They LBTGQ LMNOPRSTUVWX. Yeah, dog, cats, werewolves, vampires. They all in that, bro. They all, bruh. You know, there's a cult of vampires. People that be drinking blood. I'm gonna send you the video. Bro. I was tripping out. I was like, these niggas really drinking blood, bro. Like, you know, so they made Vampire Diaries too. Oh. What's up?
This video, a famous pastor. He's a Christian pastor. He's a white Christian pastor, and he cuts. I think it's they call it communion, but he cuts his hand open and he squeezes his blood and he spreads it to the rest of the church and they drink his blood.
You said he what?
Yeah. He cuts his hand open. And then he squeezes his blood in there, and then he spreads it to the rest of the.
Yeah, he's spreading AIDS.
That's what.
Spreading herpes.
So basically, he said, "My blood is your blood," and they didn't know they was drinking his blood till he actually came out one day and actually showed like how he does it.
Wicked.
It's all over the internet. Like he cut his hand on live and started squeezing his blood.
That's insane,
bro.
And called it communion.
Bro, I know they're going to offer you communion to the same doctor because he's spreading AIDS. He's spreading the syphilis virus, hepatitis A and C and Z.
It's like, so he taking that one scripture too far, what Christ was saying too.
Yeah, yeah.
Drinking my blood.
Yeah, that's what the cult of vampires use to justify themselves. Christ said, "Drink my blood and eat my body." And I was like, I was thinking in my mind like, that's wicked as hell.
Right.
So y'all believe that part? But so do you believe it when they said Dr. eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna show it next week. I'm gonna show the video next week. I was flabbergasted. I was like, these people are actually drinking blood. Like they vampires. Like these niggas vampires, bro.
That's crazy.
I was like, what? Like what? They probably sleep upside down or some shit. Okay. All right, who wants the class? All right, with that, I'll pass the class over to the priest and I'm gonna figure all y'all. They just crazy. They blew me. I ain't gonna lie.
This is Isupk security announcements. We're the Isupk started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. My Isupk, which means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering, not mandatory. It's like it. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Closing of the Feast of Tabernacles, which is on Thursday, the 24th of October, 2024. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 34 through 44. And with that, it's like, if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, and scarf. That concludes the Isupk security announcements.
All right. That sure.